Man, listen, bruh. How you go from this?
Ain't talking about Klay Thompson. Y'all steady trying to get him a pass. I ain't never seen Klay not shoot it like this. And for him to say I'm out of my prime, like, come on, Klay. Like, come on.
He said that?
Yeah.
How many?
Yeah, he's got a beautiful target. Speaking of BBL.
Yeah.
I'm from West Virginia, man. I've been taught a lot by some old folks, old white folks. It only takes one to drag a battleship across the desert. That's how powerful it is. So
Most wars
it got something to, you know what I'm saying? Klay Thompson, I ain't saying that's what it is, but that might be what it is.
To getting, I guess, complained out by Klay Thompson on this. Klay Thompson defends Meg from NBAers. You're disgusting, disturbing. Bruh, this light skin as hell. Klay Thompson just unloaded on a pair of ex-NBA stars for their graphic chat about Megan Thee Stallion calling Patrick Beverly and Jason Williams so disgusting and disturbing for disrespecting his girlfriend. As we previously reported, White Chocolate made shocking comments in a Hoopin' and Holler podcast on Wednesday, hinting at the Dallas Mavericks Hooper relationship with the rapper might be to blame for his slump this season. It only takes one P to drag a battleship across the desert. That's a hell of a line, because if it's good enough, baby, we doing it. That's how powerful it is. WC told Patrick Beverly, Klay Thompson ain't saying what it is, but that might be what it is. Klay got wind of what was said, and he is furious. Referring to my girlfriend as a P is so disgusting and disturbing. Thompson commented on Instagram, especially from someone who played in the NBA. How would y'all feel if I referred to your wives in such a way? Pat Bev, do better, fellas. Very disappointing. Megan's yet to respond because she don't need to. But yeah, let's just get back into it. Right? To putting hands, choking somebody in your family. Exclusive Patrick Beverly arrested for assault, 3rd-degree felony, 5:15 p.m. Patrick Beverly has spoken out since news broke of his arrest, saying via social media, please don't believe everything you see on the internet. Hope all is well. Love. Letitia Quiones Hollis, that's literally the freaking lawyer that's representing Patrick Clark in the Takeoff murder trial. Attorney for Patrick Beverly tells TMZ in a statement, Patrick Beverly has no criminal record. He cares deeply about his little sister, a young lady, a minor. Given that when he unexpectedly found her alone at home with an 18-year-old man in the middle of the night, he was understandably concerned, as any brother would be about his sister. However, we don't believe what followed happened the way it's being described, and we look forward to the opportunity to address that in court. Ex-NBA player Patrick Beverly, thank God y'all didn't put ex-NBA star, bro, because y'all be doing that, has been arrested in Texas for felony assault, TMZ Sports has learned. The 6'2" point guard was taken into custody on Friday at the Fort Bend County Sheriff's Office in Richmond, Texas. According to jail records, the charge against Beverly is assault on a family member / household member impeding breath or circulation. It is listed as a 3rd-degree felony. His bail was set at $40,000, which he posted. He's expected to be released later in the day. Beverly, a 2nd-round draft pick, is a well-known hooper who played for the Rockets, Clippers, Timberwolves, Lakers, Bulls, 76ers, and most recently the Bucks. He also played Pro Bowl overseas, racking up accolades along the way, including UBL Slam Dunk Contest title. I gotta go back and see that. The 2011 Russian Cup Championship and 2012 Euro Cup MVP. Most recently, he suited up for the Apollo Tel Aviv basketball club. Beverly has since taken his talents to the microphone and even found himself in hot water for a conversation he had with Jason Williams about Megan Thee Stallion and Klay Thompson. So, all right, man, let's do this, bro. First off, bro, this is the worst thing that happens, right, in our community. Because technically, and y'all not gonna like what I'm about to say, but it's gonna have to be said. Unfortunately, Patrick Beverly was supposed to call the police. Patrick Beverly was supposed to call the dog on police. That's the lame part about this whole entire situation. Because when you take matters into your own hands, especially when it's somebody that is your family and it is somebody underage, and I'm finna look this up in real time because I believe the age is like 16 or something like that, and that's the worst part about it. Y'all probably like, what are you talking about? Age of consent in Texas. That ain't even on the top Westland. That's crazy. But bruh, I'm telling y'all right now, if it's what I think it is, because I'm fairly certain it is, 17. All right, cool. Texas ain't that bad. I ain't messing with no 17-year-old. Hell, I ain't messing with nothing that got teen on it anyways. I'm gonna be honest. It'd be hard for me to mess with something that's 20. And I'm 36. But bruh. You gotta call the police in that situation. You had to. Because me, I'm coming in like this and hitting him with the firearm and letting him know, you come back in here again, I'm gonna fire this off in you. I'm gonna get you pregnant with lead, buddy. I'm jamming this up the bunghole, you hear me? But most of the time, bruh, your little sister let that boy in. Your little sister snuck him in there. And that's probably where you was mad at. And I can't even be upset with you. If you really choked your little sister out or whatever, you probably pushed her back like, watch out. You know what I'm saying? While he grabbed Buddy or something like that and maybe even called some people or something like that, man, watch out, bro. But I ain't gonna hold you. I wonder how this all played out because in my mind, if my little sister is in my house and she's underage, bruh, she's no longer my little sister. She my oldest child who happens to be my sister. That's how I play ball. If you want to go out and rip and run and do all this and shake your cakes and give it out like hotcakes, I can't stop you. But up under my rule, this law over there. So, I hate to say this. Even if he did, he ain't wrong. I don't give a damn. My little sister, a minor, is getting smashed in my house. I'm probably whipping belt on beating her. Like, I ain't gonna hold you. I know some of y'all probably like, man, hell nah. Bruh, eventually, right, and I say this especially to the youngins, especially to the boys. I more so say this to boys because I'm not really telling no little girl no shit like this anyways. But somebody should have said it. Y'all stuff downstairs, you gotta value that. Because once you use it and you find out the pleasure factors and all this crap, you might abuse it. And it might throw you off focus or it might lead you down a path like a gateway drug. So I'm not necessarily mad for him, but I think more than likely she called the police because she was hot. I ain't gonna lie. Like when I first seen it, normally what's associated with that stuff is you put your hands on your wife. That's normally what's associated. Wife, girlfriend, that's typically what we've all seen. That's why Lil Reese, you know what I'm saying, is in jail. And everybody in the comments lying like we didn't see this girl with all type of scratch marks and marks around her neck and Lil Reese over there looking dumb as hell. Like, bruh, you obviously did this. You for surely did this. And it's funny how y'all be so tough with these women, but when that goddamn police officer pull up and tell you, turn around, turn your ass around, give me your ass. You have to do this and rest your guy. I'm telling you now, all you tough dudes, I got zero respect for you when you go to jail. I'm not tough, so I ain't tripping. And I ain't going to jail, so I definitely ain't tripping. But all you tough ass thugs that put your hands on women and get treated worse than a goddamn animal, man, cops tell you put your hands and rest your hands on top of your ass like you thick back there, like you got a BBL, homie. So I'm an advocate of niggas going to jail for putting their hands on women. I am. I don't care. I wish jail on every man that done whooped a woman's ass. I wish jail on you. I do. And I hope you don't get out for like 10 years. That's just me. I don't give a damn. Put your hands on kids. Put your hands on women. Put your hands on older people. I believe you belong in jail. That's just me. But to the point, yeah, Patrick Beverley, bro, you got to call the police in that situation because you can't win. That boy was not in that house uninvited. That boy got led up in there and was all up in there. That's on your sister. And if I'm you, she gotta go. You gotta get the hell up out of my house. Now, unless I read it wrong, I think she was in their house, like in probably her mama house or something like that. Ain't no telling where she was at. But bruh, you're not wrong, but by law, you wrong, bro. I hate to admit it that way, but Patrick Beverley should have called the police. Should have called the police because more than likely he lost his mind. He probably pushed her, you know what I'm saying? Watch out. He probably had a little buddy, probably, you know what I'm saying, by the collar or something like that, looking like he want to hurt him because you real disappointed in your sister. And maybe the little buddy got up out of there. Maybe Patrick Beverley knew or know like we know Nigga, that little boy was invited up in there, or a grown man was invited up in there, or whoever it is. Whatever the case is, you gotta let the police do this. You had to. That's what it calls for, brother. It is what it is, bro. I hate to say it that way, but that's the only way that you can go about it. You cannot put yourself in that situation. When it comes to matter, especially with females and females in your family, is somebody rocking over. Yeah. Bruh, call the police, cuz. Call them. Because you can't win. There is no metric, no anything that says you gonna win that battle, bruh. Hate to be so honest, but I gotta be that honest, man. So I ain't mad at him. I'm not. But everybody else, bruh, I hate to say it because I hate calling people to do something that more than likely I ain't even gonna do. Even though there's all type of bullshit ass rumors with no proof, but it is what it is. Pat Bev, you gotta call the police, bro. Click right here to see how Rod Wave, man, ruining his own shit. Click right here, or click right here for the playlist because y'all like what we do better over here. I'll catch you on the next one.